Hello my friends, today we're going to make a delicious cilantro lime rice in our solar oven, the GoSun Fusion. It is truly delicious what you can do with just 4 ingredients. Speaking of ingredients, the main ingredient will be rice. This is a long grain white rice, something like jasmine rice will work perfectly. You'll also need lime, so we'll use the lime for their zest and for their juice. A little bit of avocado oil, and of course, beautiful fresh cilantro. The first thing we're going to do is take our rice and rinse it under a lot of water to get rid of some of the excess starches that it has. So I have my rinsed rice right here. It took about 5 minutes of rinsing in the sink to make sure that all the excess starches had left the rice. I'm just gonna set that there for a second. I'm gonna take my limes. So I washed the limes because we're gonna be using the skin of the lime. And I'm just gonna take a grater and grate. After zesting these 2 limes, I have just shy of 1 tablespoon of lime zest, which should be more than enough. So now what I'm going to do is take my rice and put it in my tray and combine it with that lime zest. Try not to spill it everywhere like I'm doing. Then we'll take the zest of our 2 limes, just under a tablespoon, and add that to our rice. Now we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our avocado oil. You want the avocado oil to really coat your rice. Once your rice, your lime zest, and your avocado oil are in here and mixed up, you can add the water. Now the best way to cook rice in the GoSun Fusion that I have found is use the same proportion of rice to water. So 2.5 cups rice, 2.5 cups water. And we'll put this out to cook. Okay, so we have our rice here ready to go. We'll set up our GoSun Fusion outside by opening the reflectors and making sure that it's directed right at the sun. And we'll let this cook for about an hour and then we'll come back and check on it. While our rice is cooking, we can take our limes and juice them. So you just cut the limes in half, and I have a little strainer here over a bowl, and just juice them. So we'll set our juice to the side for now until the rice is ready. The second thing that we're gonna do while our rice is cooking is chop up some of our cilantro. This is like a whole bushel from a supermarket. You're just gonna need a little bit. And we're gonna wash these first. And we're just gonna go through, kind of cut the leaves off. A little bit of stem is okay, but I don't like too much stem. I want to have more of the leaves. This should not take too long because you actually don't need that much. All right. And we're gonna dice these up really well and set it aside. All right, so this ended up being close to a 1/2 cup, very loosely packed in there. We'll see if we use all of it. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half since we put our rice in, and that rice looks really done. The way you can tell is if you kind of scoop towards the bottom and the bottom is dry, then you're done. This looks and smells great. As you can see, 2.5 cups of dried rice makes a ton of cooked rice. And to this, we're gonna add our lime juice. I'm gonna measure this out. We need about 3 tablespoons of lime juice. There's a little bit extra left over. If you want it to be more lime flavored, you can add that. And I'm gonna add about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little bit more of my cilantro. You don't want to add too much cilantro because then it could be too overpowering. And mix that up. You want the lime juice to get over all of your beautiful rice. And now you're ready to serve. This is great as a side dish, and it's great in burritos or in burrito bowls. It's just great all around. I think I'm just gonna eat some right now. This rice is pretty similar to the cilantro lime rice that they sell at Chipotle. And if you want it to taste more like that one, add a dash of salt to it. Bon appetit, my friends. Enjoy.